Ladies and gentlemen, be here Monday, tomorrow, Tuesday for numerous live streams. I'll try to do 3 live streams on Tuesday and an upload or a couple of uploads. So from here on out, it's countdown time. We're going to have a fantastic month, year, 2 years. Hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen, and to my super chat, Paul Bartlett. I cannot do this without you. So thank you so very much. Paul, thank you. To my super chat, thank you so very much. Let's get started. If you want to talk about DeSantis, Trump, midterm victories that are imminent, the economy, foreign policy, anything within reason, let me know. Via super chat, that would be fantastic also. Paul Bartlett, thank you so very much again, as always, for starting it off. You are so kind and awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, they keep making... Oh, now I want to sneeze. Oh, Lord. Okay. They keep trying to create this rivalry between DeSantis and Trump. There is no rivalry, okay? Trump didn't really go after DeSantis. It was like a well-meaning, amusing, good-natured joke. Okay, he called him Ron Sanctimonious, and he was looking at poll numbers that showed that Trump is ahead of every other Republican. The Republican Party is 2 people. It is nobody else but Trump and DeSantis. Nobody else. Okay? I mean, Abbott is very good, but you have most Republicans that, you have Jim Jordan, Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Rand Paul, Ron Johnson. These are all Trump Republicans. And they're going to impeach Biden for actual crimes, not an ellipsis. Kevin, hello. Mikey, everybody here. John, Ronald Foos, hello. Eric, Samurai, everybody here, hello. Thank you so very much. There is no rivalry, okay? There is no rivalry. DeSantis is not running in 2024 because he knows that at the end of the day, Trump would win. And I find it a bit, I don't want to say bizarre. It's not amusing, but it's a bit disappointing that so many people were frightened. DVK, hello. Were concerned about Trump going after DeSantis. He didn't even really go after him. Safety and happiness. Starting off the super chat with Paul. Thank you. Dems are in panic, fortifying deep blue areas. Exactly. I mean, the country is in turmoil. They didn't like Trump, but Trump did a good job with the economy and did a great job with foreign policy. Trump, as a president, was a fantastic president. In the traditional manner, safety and happiness that you judge presidents, he was a fantastic president. Okay? It was just media, couldn't stand him. And so, and vice versa, he couldn't stand media. But Jane, hello. That's a big issue. A big issue is that DeSantis has not yet been tested in terms of a DeSantis dossier. They would have created a Bernie dossier. These are the people who are so afraid of information that misinforms, and they used a compilation of deceitful lies, completely fabricated and baseless allegations, Indy, hello, against Trump. So, the thing is, would DeSantis be able to withstand a special counsel? They want another special counsel to stop Trump even now, which would lead to Merrick Garland's impeachment almost certainly. So you cannot utilize the United States government against your direct political rivals. That's what they kept accusing Trump of, and it's like he didn't do that. He went after people who set him up and framed him. Big deal. Big difference. Big difference. Okay, he punches back when somebody punches him. And so that's a big difference. But Democrats are going to get completely politically obliterated. Robbie, hello. Okay, be here. I mean, I still I don't think people really realize what's going on. I don't think that they realize. Bombastic Bushkin, hello. I don't think that they realized. I don't think that they realize that we are going to see a complete paradigm shift in American politics. It is going to be completely different after Tuesday. American politics and American history will be very different after Tuesday. And, we'll have probably 2, 3, 4, 5,000 people on these live streams. So that's Tuesday, but people don't really realize it, and I understand that. I understand that. I understand that people don't yet realize, there have been so many disappointments, and Trump Republicans or Trump himself has been on the defensive. We've all been, in a way, on the defensive for 4 years, okay, or 6 years. I mean, Donald Trump never had a moment of peace. They never treated him the cool-looking owl hello. They never treated him like a president. They never acknowledged or accepted his defeat of Clinton. And these are the same people who complain. Ursula, hello. These are the same people who complain incessantly about not accepting results. And they did not accept results. Because I don't know if Ron DeSantis has dealt with what Trump has dealt with. Ron DeSantis is like the prototypical second string quarterback. Okay, if you have a second string quarterback, and your first string quarterback is, Trump took us to the Super Bowl, but he threw a couple interceptions towards the end of his tenure. Safety and happiness. Probably the same as every other Democrat. I don't think any Democrat in recent history will be remembered fondly. They keep on talking about Trump being on the wrong side of history. It's like, well, you name me a Democrat that's on the right side of history. You name me a Democrat that is doing something amazing, like AOC. All he said, Florida Man Bear, they could call him Ron DeSantimonious. That's it. That's all he did, people. That's all he did. And it was like complete backlash. Oh my God, people were so upset because they were afraid that Trump was going to just unload on him. Very difficult, though. It wouldn't help Trump because there's no obstacle there. And DeSantis needs a couple of more years as governor. Okay? Let's see. I mean, I don't really know. It's the typical, safety and happiness. It's the typical nonsense. They keep on, when Democrats have nothing to run on, okay? When they have simply nothing to run on, when the economy is terrible, when real wages are down 8.5%, when inflation is at 8 to 9%, when poverty is close to 15% nationally, when we have a possible nuclear, well, we do have that confrontation in Europe, everything is bad. There's nothing that's better. When Biden took over, he had the opportunity to, help the country rebound from a self-inflicted wound. The apoplectic and hysterical reaction to you-know-what championed by Democrats. I mean, they were so gleeful. Anything that bolsters state power, Democrats love. They just, it's almost like they suspend all basic logic. Oh yeah, shut down everything. Well, what happens if you shut down the entire United States economy? Oh, that's right. You did that, and you immediately got 20 plus million people unemployed, and then you pretended to be the heroes by sending trillions of dollars in stimulus. The secret spaceship, exactly. And also, it's like Democrats, what they did, they tanked the U.S. economy, and then they came in, obsessed over climate change, and then wondered why fossil fuels went up. It's like the people who obsess over climate change don't realize that their actions cause fossil fuels to go up. You will never decarbonize the United States economy unless you have technology that will allow you to circumvent fossil fuels. Or renewables. Renewable energy is a very small part of the U.S. and global economy, less than like 7 or 8%. It does not power trucks, ships, trains, machinery. Here and there maybe, but not in terms of an economy. Certainly not in terms of a global economy. So these people, when they talk about safety and happiness, when they talk about political philosophy, like what they think democracy is, they don't realize how stupid they sound, because they keep on talking about democracy in relation to what's bad politically for them. Okay? So, what's bad politically just happens to correlate with what's good for democracy. Or what's good for the Democratic Party just always coincidentally coincides with what's good for the Democratic Party. So, I mean, like, it's the same. These people utilize euphemisms. Democrats can't have a functioning political party without an endless obsession on euphemisms. Okay, denying. These people are deniers. They're conspiratorial theorists. The Kremlin interfered in 2016. They never actually speak the truth. It's always a marketing spin or a propaganda, a statement linked directly to Democratic Party talking points and propaganda. It's never just, Clinton lost to Trump, end of story. It's, oh my God, another country wanted you to know that Bernie Sanders was cheated. So, and they live in their own world, like, because they controlled Twitter for so long. And I mean, the same thing with Wikipedia. You're always going to get, if you look at Wikipedia, you can look at any topic in particular, any person that's somewhat controversial, the negative publicity pertaining to that person will always be showcased in the first paragraph within a Wikipedia page. But the negative publicity for a Democrat in conservative publications will never be in the first couple paragraphs. It might be addressed, maybe, maybe not. So, exactly, the cool looking out. I mean, this is the thing. I don't think people realize it because it's so slow on this channel, but things will pick up. It's slow generally on YouTube for most people. It's not, I wouldn't say slow, but the electricity and the enthusiasm, the electricity is not there yet. My channel is a pretty good barometer of if there's something good for Trump, or if there's something that highlights the corruption within the Democratic Party, or if there's a topic or story that I can talk about that isn't blasphemy or heresy in terms of guidelines. When those stories and topics come up, my channel does very, very well. Right now, we should be at like 1,000 viewers here. I mean, there should be so much energy and passion, but people don't see it yet. They are so used to, I think that most people don't realize that Tuesday is going to be, I don't think people realize that Tuesday is going to be a paradigm shift, a paradigm shift in American politics. I just don't think that people will. On Tuesday, when they see, because I think that there's a lot of people who, just, they know that the midterms are going to be very good for Republicans. They just can't see it. Sean, hello. So, there's going to be a red wave, and it's going to be fantastic. Then you're going to get impeachment, people. Then you're going to get impeachment. I mean, right now you have a very bizarre story in San Francisco pertaining to the Speaker of the House that doesn't make any sense. But see, like, what else is there? Like, there should be electricity. Like, people should be looking forward to Tuesday, and they are. I think people are, but it's like they just don't see it. The stock market is just in a very bizarre, like, we're going into a recession, but the market is up after tanking the entire year, and it's still going to tank, but who knows? Maybe the market's going up because it's expecting Republicans to actually save the economy. So inflation is getting worse. Foreign policy is a catastrophe. The best thing the Democrats could do is block anything Biden wants to do. James, thank you. Margaret, I agree with you. I think the whole thing with Trump, ladies and gentlemen, is that when you look at Donald Trump, it's not like here's something. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world if he pokes fun of DeSantis. It's not the end of the world if DeSantis pokes fun of Trump. I mean, Trump goes after McConnell religiously. Sanctimonious, okay? Yeah, so, I mean, it isn't that big of a deal. It really, really is not that big of a deal, ladies and gentlemen. It's just not, it's not that big of a deal. I think that, this Fox News article, some conservatives turn on Trump. It's like, I mean, is it that serious? Is it that serious? Oh, yeah. It's always the same. It's always the same article on Trump. We spoke to somebody who doesn't like him. He's mean. Trump mocked it. He didn't even mock DeSantis. If you heard it, it was like a fleeting moment. It wasn't that big of a deal. It really wasn't that big of a deal. Trump mocked DeSantis as Ron DeSanctimonious while discussing the 2024 presidential primary. It's like, you know, the pair is widely considered to be the top contenders. There are no contenders. Hetty, hello. There's one person. There's one contender. He could have been a contender. Here, let's see if we can hear this.
Ron DeSanctimonious at 10%. Mike Pence at 7%. Oh, Mike's doing better than I thought.
What is the big deal about that? I mean, this is what everyone got upset about?
Trump at 71. Ron DeSanctimonious at 10%.
Well, let's just hear.
Mike Pence at 7. Oh, Trump at 71. Ron DeSantimonious at 10%. Mike Pence at 7%. Oh, Mike's doing better than I thought. Trump at...
What is the big deal? That's all the man said. That is all the man said. What is the big deal? What on earth is... I don't get it. The cool-looking owl, thank you. Lisa C., exactly. What's the big deal? Was Trump's joke about DeSantis that big of a deal? Okay, let me know. Was Trump's... Thank you so very much. The cool-looking owl, thank you again. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much. Okay? Was that big of a deal? What was the big deal about that? My God almighty. The cool-looking owl, thank you. What was the big deal? And so it's like, what's the big deal? They want a rivalry. The cool-looking owl, thank you so very, very much. They want a rivalry. It's good for business in terms of media. All right, who's that? So, it's like, how many, like, what a, you know what? DeSantis is a far more effective leader of the right than Trump was. How is that possible when you had 3 Supreme Court justices with Trump? You had the Doha Agreement with reversed U.S. foreign policy, Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld foreign policy, terrible conservative foreign policy in the early 2000s. You had a president that did better among non-white voters than any Republican since Bush, and even before Bush. I mean, there was like one article that talked about in the past 40 years. We had record low unemployment, and we had a growing economy, but we also had real wages up 1.1%, and we were able to level tariffs. He tried to get a wall done. This is something Republicans wanted for a long time. How on earth? Just because, I mean, DeSantis never had. I love DeSantis, but he never had a dossier leveled against him. The Federal Bureau of Investigation never investigated DeSantis, and they don't need anything to. They just need an informant, a Democratic operative, or somebody linked to Democrats, like the Steele dossier source or Sussman, the attorney that Clinton paid. You don't even need much to get a search warrant. The United States government has never leveled everything against DeSantis. They expect the leader to get a lot done rather than just talking about it and owning the. What do you mean get a lot done? How much more can one man do? Trump, with the 3 Supreme Court picks, hundreds of federal judges, a fantastic economy. We had record highs in household median income in 2019. What more do you want this man to do while he was being investigated for things he never did? And they're still investigating him. I mean, I love DeSantis, but DeSantis he hasn't endured everything Trump has endured. Like, insulting Trump is nothing, it's not a logical argument. He's a governor of state doing a very good job, but he hasn't, like I said, there was no DeSantis dossier. And it's like, and then you're like, why should not be the nominee? It's like, yeah, so, There is no other. If he's not the nominee, DeSantis would win, but DeSantis would need, if they level the United States media at DeSantis and the intelligence agencies like they did with Trump, I'm not sure I'm not sure how well he does. Again, like DeSantis is like the second string quarterback. See, it's like there is no political party. There's no such thing as the Republican Party. It's Trump. Every Republican that's doing well was endorsed by Trump. Okay? Let's say DeSantis endorses all of these people and Trump just retires from politics. You don't think, initially people might say, oh, this is so much better. DeSantis isn't polarizing. Oh, yes, he is. They'll turn him into Nightmare on Elm Street in 2 seconds. So, Falvey Pollard, straight up, dog. Falvey, thank you. Thank you, Falvey Pollard, thank you. Falvey Pollard, thank you so very, very much. I just don't understand, my God almighty, this emphasis on why are people so fixated on personality. Biden has a terrible personality. The man doesn't even know what's going on. Along with a Democrat in Pennsylvania, Biden 2.0, Fetterman makes Biden look like a Shakespearean actor. Like when I listen to Fetterman, suddenly Biden sounds amazing. Sounds like Winston Churchill. Falvey Pollard, thank you again. DeSantis 2028, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, these people are you have people like Chris Christie, which is hilarious. Like, what kind of national appeal does anyone else have aside from Trump and DeSantis? Nothing. Nothing. Falvey Pollard, thank you again. Straight up, dog. Thank you. Falvey Pollard, thank you. Well, what is the big deal? Let's just say he gets into a battle of words with DeSantis. So what? So what? At the end of the day, Trump is a force of nature. This man is easily the best president of my lifetime. Okay? Because he's had to endure so much and he got so much done that was good for the country. Record low unemployment, along with real wages up, along with record highs in household median income, reversing U.S. foreign policy is these are all fantastic achievements. And you had the Federal Bureau of Investigation leveled at him for crimes he didn't commit. They were fabricated. So I don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't understand. Bogdana Papai! Thank you, Bogdana Papai. Thank you. Not so much that it was a big deal, but rather that it made to look like it's there's a divide in the party. Yes, I agree with you on that. But when it comes to the Dems, they are united. When it comes to the conservatives, they are open to free thought within the party. That's true. No, I agree with you, Bogdana Papai. It wouldn't be good right before to get into a heated debate. That's true. About 3 days. That's true. Also, I don't think I agree with you. Here's the thing, Bogdana Papai, thank you so very, very much. Falvey Pollard, thank you. To my super chat, I cannot do this without you people. I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding, so I do appreciate your support. Bogdana Papai, here's my take on the word party, okay? The word party, it's a Trump. I look at it as Trump Republican Party. Kari Lake, Blake Masters, Herschel Walker. You could look at just look at the difference between Brian Kemp and Herschel Walker. Look at the difference between Arizona Republicans and Blake Masters and Kari Lake. Look at the difference between. Mehmet Oz is a little bit more like a middle of the road Republican, but he's still different. Don Bolduc. Look at the difference between him and other Republicans in New Hampshire. Look at the difference between Ron Johnson and Mitt Romney. Okay? Those are like two Rand Paul. I don't know if Rand Paul's a Trumper. He was, his own thing before Trump. But like, you look at, is there really a Republican Party or is there a Trump Republican Party? The Republican Party crumbled into virtual irrelevance after, I wouldn't say virtual irrelevance, but the Republican Party brand took a major, major hit after Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld drove it into the ground. And so after Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld, I would never vote Republican again. The only reason I did is because of Trump. It's really the only reason that I did. And I came from the left. The only person who could take people from the left is Trump. I'm not even sure DeSantis can do that. But I agree with you. It's not good right before the midterms, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And I agree with you. Like, the optics are, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good in terms of the optics if he really went after DeSantis. Falvey Pollard, thank you again. Falvey, thank you. And Bogdana Papai, thank you so much. To my super chat, thank you. I do agree that, I agree that you don't want to have this type of, you don't want to have a back and forth. Kevin, hello. I just don't see, I don't look at Republicans as a political party like the Democratic Party. Karen, hello. The Republican Party is Trump. If Trump left the scene and retired, then it would be DeSantis. But then after DeSantis, I don't know if there's a Republican on the national stage that I would vote for. I'm not sure. Michelle Lucas! Michelle, thank you. If there was anything similar at all to Liz Cheney, I wouldn't vote Republican. That's the thing. Like, DeSantis didn't kick out Liz Cheney and Kinzinger and the Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld Lincoln Project people. It was Trump. Within, Bogdana Papai, Michelle, and Falvey Pollard, everybody here, Paul Bartlett, within a matter of days, Trump decimated the old regime. Jeb Bush was supposed to be, like, people were thinking Jeb Bush would be the nominee in 2016. He was supposed to be the nominee in 2016. Kevin, hello. He was supposed to be the nominee, people. And Trump, within a matter of days, that first debate they had, he completely wiped the floor with him. It was done. Within a matter of days, Jeb Bush's campaign was obliterated by Trump, by the Orange Menace. Absolutely obliterated. Winston, exactly. So, I mean, who are the, let's this is going to be funny. Let's look if they say GOP, Republican. So let's see. So this is hilarious. Let's see what the Washington Post says. Okay, let's not. Here, ranking the Republican field. Okay. By Chris Saliza. I like Rick Scott, actually. I do like Rick Scott. But, okay. I don't know how much national appeal he has, but I like him. Greg Abbott, very good. I'm not sure if he has a national... Mike Pompeo, not a fan, for a number of reasons. Nikki Haley, no national appeal, and has zero, Trump Republican base. Ted Cruz would lose a presidential election if you ran the simulated super duper deluxe duper super duper deluxe Nate Silver super duper extra fries and malted and super deluxe amazing new and improved 40,000 simulated model Ted Cruz out of 1,567 contests would lose 1,566 contests. Maybe he'd win one. Ted Cruz is very good at where he is. And that's it. I don't see Ted Cruz on a national... all you need would be a Ted Cruz dossier and it's game over. Mike Pence. Mike Pence. That's hilarious. Glenn Youngkin, no. Tim Scott perhaps has national appeal, but the media would... I don't know how Tim Scott would react to the Federal Bureau of Investigation or media. What they did to Trump, I don't know. Tim Scott and DeSantis are both very good, but I don't know how they would react. That's the thing. I don't know how they would react. And then you have Donald Trump. Yeah. And so you have a situation where, this is Rick Scott, Greg Abbott, yeah, they're good. They don't have national. You have to have a national appeal. Pompeo, no national appeal. Nikki Haley, none. Ted Cruz, yes, people know him throughout the country, but Ted Cruz is easy to make fun of. I don't know, he's very good and he's articulate, but he doesn't really he sits on the fence a lot. He's Ted Cruz is a courageous Lindsey Graham. If Lindsey Graham had courage, he'd be Ted Cruz. Okay, Pence, that's hilarious. Glenn Youngkin, Tim Scott. See, this is the thing. Glenn Youngkin or you don't want a Republican that had to win within a state that was blue. You want somebody to just stand their ground at all times. American girl! PDT throwing his hat in the ring not only highlighted the wild inconsistencies of both parties, but broke us from the acceptance of political familial dynasties a la Clinton. Yes, exactly. Exactly, American girl. Well said. Well said. Exactly. I agree with you. I think that what Trump was able to do was fantastic. Fall v. Pollard. How about a Mitch McConnell?
I want to thank you so very much. Fall v. Pollard. I want to thank you, Falvey, for your support for H.A. Badman. I try my best. When I was younger in Kentucky, all the ladies loved me. Hold on, see Mitch McConnell. I want to say that, Mitch McConnell, hold on one second. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on.
Okay.
This is my yearbook photo. Very similar to my yearbook photo. I won most attractive, and I was the prom king in Kentucky. Mitchell McConnell. I just want everybody to know that I'm firmly behind Donald Trump, while at the same time trying to undermine his success. Falvey Pollard, thank you so very, very much.
Falvey, thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, Karen, an American girl, thank you so very much. Christy, thank you. And not many people in Kentucky can compete with my charm and my, I would say, I myself think I look like Tom Cruise, but people have said I look like Sean Connery. I'm just a very handsome man. Especially when you look at the endless turkey neck roll I have.
Not turtly enough, I know.
Mitch McConnell.
Oh, Winston, if Yoda was drunk, he'd be the Democrat in Pennsylvania. If Yoda was an alcoholic, this poor man, like, God bless him, they asked him about inflation, and like, yes, inflation, it is such, and the billionaires and the trillion in dollars in tax breaks, I think, and such. It's a bit, yeah, and then Oz, in New Jersey, Oz, and the tax breaks and such. Poor man. God bless him. God bless Fetterman. God bless Biden. God bless us. Oh my God. Can you imagine other countries? You think Xi Jinping's like, oh, they're so worried about America's leader. They knew Trump was like in control of, like, Trump had vision, okay? They knew Trump had vision, okay? It's not like they didn't think Trump had vision. Like, our adversaries knew that Trump was not to be played with. Bogdana Papai! You're awesome, balanced, and have a balanced opinion. Thank you so very, very much. Bogdana Papai, greatly appreciated. Please be here. Bogdana Papai, be here. Tuesday. Falvey Pollard, be here Tuesday. I hopefully will have a couple thousand at least people on the live stream, so I might not be able to thank you like for my super chat as long as I do usually, but Lance, that's true, I should.
Mr. McConnell. Mr. McConnell. Donald Trump. I support Donald Trump while at the same time trying to undermine him.
Bogdana Papai, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Hello. Hello and good night. Oh my God. It is so bad. Do you support fracking? I do. Fracking is supported, yes. I never, did I said, did I? It's like, I'm not making fun of him. This is how he sounds. But see, you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, Bogdana Papai. Bogdana Papai! Yes! Thank you! Please do. Be here. It's going to be awesome. Bogdana Papai, it'll be a sea change, a paradigm shift. It will be, it'll be amazing. Funyuns were fantastic. Astrochronic. Funyuns were great. Bogdana Papai, thank you so much. Tuesday is going to be an historic day for all of us, I think, Bogdana Papai. I think it's going to be Falvey Pollard, Bogdana Papai, everybody here. I think it's going to be an historic day, not just because of the Republican victory or the Trump Republican. I always make a point to say Trump Republican. Not just because of the Trump Republican victory, but thank you very much. I think that that's true, Crazy Oliver. No, definitely tune into every channel. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to actually set up the live streams tomorrow for Tuesday. So my live streams will just be like, Republicans win House and Senate, because that's what's going to happen. Thank you so much, Bogdana Papai. Greatly appreciated. And Falvey Pollard, everybody here. It's going to be awesome. Cash flow, hello. We won't, but I think we'll find out in Nevada. We'll find out in Nevada. I think pretty much we'll find out in Nevada and New Hampshire. Falvey Pollard. Oh, Bernard Sanders. Falvey Pollard, I want to thank you so very much. Let's put Bernard Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, Lizzie, as I call her. Falvey. I just want to thank you, Lizzie. Thank you. A person who failed her DNA test. I want to thank you very much for telling everyone I said that a woman couldn't win the presidential. I didn't say that. I said it was Hillary who couldn't win. But again, you're talking Michigas. You're talking what we used to call Lashon Hara. Gossip and hearsay. You should find out what they did in the Bible. Talking yet again. Trying to undermine what I've created. Ride your own you-know-what. Why are you riding mine? Medicare for all. Green New Deal. Banning fracking. And you endorse. Who did you endorse? By the way, thank you so very much for endorsing me. Yeah, you endorsed me in 2016, didn't you? You didn't endorse me. Who did you endorse? Oh, that's right, Hillary. Oh, you have so much in common with Hillary. Let's see. How about Zippo Bobkas? Nothing. You have nothing in common with her. Thanks a lot for backing me up. You remind me of the Dionne Warwick song. That's what friends are for. For good times and bad times, I'll be on your side, except when I want to be vice president. I'll stab you in the back and not vote for Medicare for all. Instead, support Hillary and all the neoconservatives. That's what friends are for. Thanks a lot, Lizzie. Falvey Pollard. You look at this, and this is everything wrong with American politics. The two most left-leaning senators. I'm tired of exactly, Ronald Jarvis. That hurts so bad. I'm tired of hearing about Hillary Clinton's private servers and emails siphoning off classified data. I mean, that could actually help me defeat Clinton. Christy, hello. Falvey Pollard, thank you again. Bogdana Papai, thank you. I will have a live stream around about 10:30 this evening, people, so be here. But Bernie Sanders is a good human being, but he's everything wrong with American politics for a number of reasons. He doesn't, like, none of his policies were adopted by the Democratic Party. None of his major policies, none. Even he wanted universal, he wanted student loan debt, free college tuition, not just 10 grand. They always exactly, Kevin. They always give little bits and pieces, and they say, "Oh, well, it's better than Republicans." Like, no, the economy was better under Trump. Like, there's no doubt the economy was better under Trump. We had the economy much better under Trump. Ronald Jarvis, hello. Let's see here. These are the same people who pontificate and preach about economic justice, and when we had a better economy under Trump, they went after him. I don't get it. Actually, I do get it, but... Oz. And I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, and, I thought that Bernie was what Trump would eventually become. If that makes any sense. Let's see. Red waves. Democrats could lose in New York, Oregon, and other blue states. Kathy Hochul, if she wins, and you have more people, God forbid, experiencing heinous atrocities, if you're in New York and you vote Democrat, don't blame anyone but yourself if, God forbid, you're the victim of something. Lee Zeldin is the man. You see this, Kathy Hochul's so entitled. You see this entitlement. This unbelievable entitlement. So... No PhD, hello. Yeah, there's so many beautiful... San Francisco, throughout most of my life, was the most beautiful, romantic, amazing, charming city. And now there are poop patrols. Poop patrol, poop patrol. do 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 do. Don Bolduc, people. Don Bolduc. Love Don Bolduc. If you're in New Hampshire and you stumble upon this, vote for Don Bolduc on Tuesday. Shock the world. The New Republic here. It's always the same thing. Conspiratorial. It's always a euphemism linked to an insult somehow. And they don't realize it. Think of how bad Democrats have to be if you have all these people who believe all this nonsense. How could we be losing? Why aren't I 50 points ahead? New York used to be New York and San Francisco were two of my favorite cities. They were. I don't know what's going on. The crime is probably. If you watch the news and if I was somebody vulnerable to being, everyone's vulnerable to being a victim, no matter how bad and awesome and good you are at protecting yourself, or no matter how protected you are. But if I was in any way vulnerable, I'll just leave it at that. I wouldn't jog or run at night or, alone. You see these people say, why are you doing this? You live in a Democratic-run city. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is the world that used to be. I mean, there was always crime. There's always crime, but the world that, a world where you could say, okay, well, you know what? The odds are it's going to be okay. That is no longer the world we live in. New York, you could you could party all night and walk the streets and generally be safe. From what I remember. Now it's probably different. Same with San Francisco, too. Big dog. I think Mastriano could lose, but Oz will win. Which is funny because Mastriano was given, hundreds of thousands from Democrats, and that actually helped Oz. So, Winston Smith, yes. Must be beautiful there also. Nice. This is going to be a huge. We'll find out on election night, people. We'll find out about Bolduc on election night. Most undecided voters favor Bolduc in New Hampshire Senate race. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have a segment at around 10:30 Pacific tonight. Fall v. Pollard, Bogdana Papai, Paul Bartlett, everyone here. Please be here. Monday, tomorrow, and Tuesday. I mean, it's countdown, people. It's countdown time, people. God bless America. God bless you. Be here tonight at 10:15, 10:30, and be here all day Monday and all day Tuesday. Thank you, everybody. God bless. To my super chat, thank you so